coming in from the Reach. Just a standard delivery. And you guys were given leave for a little while. But on this day of all days, your captain comes back in from whatever business he was doing. His brow licked with more sweat than usual, and he's already dabbing away at it as he stumbles into the engine.
Mm-hmm.
And calls for an assembly of the three of you.
Bounces on up.
You'll line up.
Mm-hmm. Dabs at the sweat and says, you all are. How's everyone doing?"
Well, we seem to be doing better than you, Captain.
Lachlan opens and closes his mouth at that.
What makes and just says, "Oh well, top of the morning." I'll figure out a voice someday.
Just dabs. Well, we got a new task ahead of us, so we need to make sure everyone's ready to leave. Surely everything's already been settled for that, but we need to go pick up our cargo.
What cargo would that be?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
And you agreed anyway?
They are paying half up front.
Alrighty, cargo it is!
Is it alive? Is it alive? Must we care for it?
I don't know. I believe, as they worded it, though, we just need to take it and move it to New Winchester, back at the Reach.
Take it and run job. Oh, those are always fun.
Mm-hmm. Then its care is not our concern. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. We'll leave within the hour. Make ready if you need to acquire anything or take anything with you.
Of course.
It's another lovely day in London. He goes away.
That man is shattered. Absolutely shattered.
Yes, it'll be a lovely day to not get caught by the police doing something illegal or being known as an illegal.
Well, at the very least, we can count on him not to run into a dangerous situation with his eyes wide open. He'll shut them first.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not, that he isn't even going to try.
Well, that's what he has us for. We're the captain's eyes. I'm the captain. I'm the ship's eyes. You're the captain's eyes.
I'm the captain's arms.
And I'm the stomach.
You work on that.
Sky looks down. No, I don't think he can be the captain's arm. You have much more definition than him.
Well, I am proud of these babies. Alright, do we need anything from town before we go?
I do not think so.
Right.
Someone should inform the other labourers that we're going to be departing in the hour, though. Don't want to leave anyone behind.
Not it! She runs off.
Well, you are the first officer. You should do it. I will make sure. I'll get ready for the docking procedure.
Oh, he's actually the engineer.
Oh, you're the engineer now.
Well, I put it blank because I didn't know for a bit, but I just decided engineer. Well, I'll go and tell the rats then. That's infested up.
Rock, paper, scissors for it if you want.
I'll do it.
Good man, Lachlan.
How do we want to do this?
All right, no, you don't need to. I'm gonna say it's easy enough to assemble everyone, or to tell everyone. And of course, word travels fast to the pipes. Uh, the rats are also grateful for the for you telling him.
The heads up.
I'm very grateful that you ate my lunch.
It was tasty.
I am truly not grateful.
The rat scampers off. And with that, y'all can make your way. Eventually, the captain will come and find you all and beckon you all to follow him as he goes throughout the town. And you're now on the smog-filled kind of streets of London. The city mostly protected by the dangerous effects of the clockwork sun because of all the smog everywhere. But he takes you down a few winding paths, cobblestone streets, deeper and deeper into the workings of the town, before stopping at one of the warehouses. It's a little far from the docks, from where you've docked at least, but close enough to still somewhat be within the same kind of area. He dabs more sweat at his forehead before saying, "Well, this is the place."
Are you ready?
And oh, I'm sure this will just be an easy one.
If you say so.
You don't sound quite sure about that, but that's alright. We're all here.
That he enters. You guys can follow suit.
Para pushes Hope ahead of her.
Let me see if I've got a... Oh, I cannot use that. I can't use that either. Hold on, my thing I can't use anymore.
Oh?
Hold on.
What's happened here? Did your files corrupt? Did you use them for something else? What?
No, it's just this song I was going to use for something is
Not playing.
It's too energetic to be Victorian steampunk.
Come on, do that. We can have energy in Victorian steampunk.
Okay, all right, fine then.
Yeah.
I'll keep it. All right. So you get inside. Inside are 4 individuals, similar number to yourselves, of course. Each look to be just as shady as the other.
Wow.
The hood's up and everything. They seem to be minding their own business and making sure that, of course, when you enter, that you're not obviously the authorities. But also just trying to make themselves busy, for the most part. One of them, of course, is not. His hood is, of course, down. He has a... he's very much balding. Though his face doesn't betray any signs that he is very old. He looks to be in his 30s, maybe 40s. And not very many wrinkles on him. Definitely not enough wrinkles for you to say that he would be a balding, or that he should be balding. He has has this watch that's kind of chained to like the front of his shirt, and he was looking at it before you guys entered, but he looks up from it as soon as you guys make your way inside. He immediately goes, "Oh, there you are. You were almost running late there."
Looks at the captain.
Yeah, the captain steps forward and says, "Oh no, I pride myself on being late. On time in life, on time in delivery." Right. Well, at least we can trust you on that then. Alright, guys, bring it out. And eventually the other 3 workers on the other guy's side run off to go and get something.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is. He comes forward and says, "You remember you already got our agreements all settled out? Here's your payment." And he drops a sack into your captain's hand and takes it. Hands it off to one of you to count. And there is 2,500 sovereigns inside. Which is definitely a lot for a delivery job of any sort.
Damn.
Especially one where you guys don't have to pay for the cargo. Usually on most delivery jobs that are, even if it's smuggling, you guys go someplace and then you guys have to buy whatever it is that needs to go somewhere, and then you take it there for an upcharge kind of fee, right? So at most jobs you're making 300, 400, 500 around there. Maybe 1,000 on some of the more lucrative ones and harder jobs. But to get just like 2,500 up front as half of the payment, that's a lot.
Cool. Okay. So he wasn't jerking when he said this was a good deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little lucrative.
A little part like whistles.
The captain looks back and says, "It's all there?"
There is a lot there.
There's plenty enough. How
Good.
much is this worth, Captain?
The whole job?
Yes.
5,000 all together.
We will do our utmost to succeed.
Lachlan looks up at the guy talking and says, "Is there anything that we need to know about handling the cargo? Is it fragile or anything like that? Does it need to be at a certain temperature?"
Don't drop it, don't crack it, don't blow it up, don't let it fall into the high wilderness, don't get destroyed with it.
That's it?
Actives is, I mean, the Outer Rim is heavy duty enough that if anything stupid happens that it should hold up, but act as if what's inside is worth more than your lives.
More than our
If that
lives.
makes sense.
Well, maybe 5,000 isn't enough.
Alright, with that, the object in question is brought out and you're finally able to see it. And it looks like one giant kind of cask, or, no, definitely like a cask. It is wreathed and wrapped in fineries and silks and satins of varying colors. Definitely very expensive stuff. Probably more, like some of these cloths that are just wrapping this thing closed, probably more expensive than all of your outfits put together.
Wow. It's very expensive.
Extremely.
Fuck, okay.
And as they like put it into your care, like they send it over to your side, of course, so you guys can pick it up and put it on your trolley or whatever you brought to like take it back to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of feel the finery on it as well, and it is it definitely, that's how you kind of know it's more expensive than all your clothes put together, because it feels expensive.
Okay, well, we're not running around London with that. Can we say we brought, like, an old ready sheet to cover it with or something?
Oh yeah, a sheet or a crate or something to put it in.
Cool, 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 cool.
You're smugglers. You're not stupid. You're not holding out your your illegal items in the open.
Nice, nice, nice.
Lachlan might be stupid, but we're not.
Yeah.
With that, the balding man says, "Well, you've gotten your cargo. Get that to New Winchester. Again, we've already given them the down low on you, and they've given us the down low as well. That's why we're trusting you with this job, and you said you could do it." And your captain responds, "Yes, well, if you've got my file and everything, then you know that it'll definitely get done." And dab some more sweat. Before the balding man kind of like shakes his head and kind of like kisses his teeth a couple times before putting an arm around your captain and being like, "Oh, it's fine. These guys, they're like brothers to me. They're not gonna shortchange you or stiff you or anything like that. You just gotta get it to New Winchester and everything will be fine. All right?" And your captain nods before the balding man kind of pats him on the shoulder a few more times and like, "What could possibly go?" And then with that, there is a loud crack that fills the room as one of the glass windows shatters.
Oh god, we didn't even get to leave the room!
Here. There is a pause and quiet for a good 1 or 2 seconds as the bald man falls to the ground, of course, and your captain is now covered in his blood.
Holy shit.
Alright.
Oh, right.
Your
Para.
captain looks at the body on the ground and then looks at you guys with the pure terror in his eyes. And definitely a bit more the PTSD, definitely from this. Before the entire, all of the glass windows then shatter. And the entire warehouse is filled with smoke and gunfire.
Cool. Okay.
That is our cue to skedaddle.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Grab the captain, put him on top of the crate, and scoot.
Okay, sure thing. Roll for me then. An irons roll.
Okay, so
So
how do we
D10?
roll? Yeah, just D10s?
Yep, just a D10.
Alright.
You're gonna want to add, of course, your iron skill to the result.
7.
That's a 7. Yep, that's gonna be good enough. So you have enough. You kind of pull the captain to the side and kind of throw him on top of the crate. Immediately, he's kind of just out of it and not at all prepared for the situation. As gunfire crashes from almost every direction through the windows, and you begin to push this crate towards the exit. You're going towards the exit you guys came in from.
Is that where the gunfire's coming from?
Doesn't seem smart. Like, what's the situation here?
So the gunfire's coming in from the gunfire's coming in from almost every which kind of like direction. It's definitely not inside the warehouse. It's coming from outside the warehouse.
Yep. Well,
So you don't see anyone that's doing the shooting. That's the one.
cool. Well, staying inside the warehouse doesn't seem like a good idea. So yeah, I'll go for the exit. Yeah.
All right. So you start pushing it towards the exit then. I assume everyone else is like following along, right?
Yeah.
Sorry for the rough handling,
what-
Captain.
Could I try to like figure out a safe exit, safe route
Yeah,
out?
sure. Roll for mirrors. D10.
Okay. Off.
Okay. So that is going to be a fail, unfortunately. Now, again, that does not mean that it just means you couldn't find a safe exit. You were going to find an exit or a way to go out, right? It's just going to present its own kind of complications, but it will still be an exit, right?
Mhm.
With that, we're going to need to roll for peril, though, because it's a failed roll
Oh no.
Okay.
in a dangerous
What am I
situation.
roll?
So, this is a bit more than a bar fight,
A little bit?
but it's not highly death-defying, right? It's just a dangerous kind of place. So roll a d3.
Two.
All right, so you can keep notes. I don't know if it's there's a place on your sheet for it. I can't remember if there is or
There
not.
is, there is.
There is. So keep note on your sheet that you have 2 peril currently.
Okay.
Okay.
All of us? We all have 2 peril?
Nope, just the mall.
Nice. Alright.
So if you roll a 1 or a 2, that will put you in danger
Oof. Okay.
on any of your rolls, even if it's a success, right?
Okay.
So I just realized we've gone back to our serene music, and we gotta not be there right now.
Take them out of the queue.
Yeah, the queue. Okay, so you're trying to discern like a kind of like a safe exit. And you're kind of looking at like the different the gunfire that's coming in from the windows and the other areas where you're kind of seeing like flashes. And of course taking into account like the way that you got here, right? You know you have to get back all the way to the docks. You don't know how many people are outside shooting inside, and you don't know how many people are like where they are exactly, right? But you can ascertain that moving through this warehouse opens up into like some of the shipping lanes and stuff like that. So if you go out the main, if you open up like one of the main like garage door openings, and you go through where they usually load in cargo and stuff, and where like trucks and cars come in to drop stuff off and carriages, you could probably use that as cover as you're making your way towards your engine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll guide everyone that way. Just like, this way, to the shipping lines.
Coming through!
So you guys head that way. You can see where the 3 laborers that were with this guy, the balding man, are kind of starting to try and like return fire through the windows, to varying degrees of unknown success. Though they definitely do not seem to be following you out.
Okay.
So they don't seem to be looking as if, like, what the fuck at us leaving?
No, they do not.
Alright.
Okay.
Well,
There are no grudges here for you guys leaving.
yeah,
Definitely
we're delivering the goods. We're doing our part of the deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, you head out the one of the main the unloading area for the warehouse. There are a collection of crates and wagons and stuff out back. That your guys are able to kind of use to like avoid fire and try to get a better kind of lead on where fire is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, it opens up into a very kind of busy road, or a pathway
Okay.
that has cars and carriages going back and forth between it, to of course get goods to different warehouses. And of course, the gunfire is not helping with their calm either, so they're now kind of rushing through or reaching to a halt, and you guys have to maneuver through this this chaos now.
Okay.
How would you guys like to try and do that?
Wanna bull rush it?
I don't you can bull rush it. I'd like to just like coming through, like get people's attention, kind of like you're in a kitchen and you're yelling hot water to get people to move out of the way.
Passing behind with a knife.
Is there a car we can rig?
Ooh.
A motor car.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there definitely is. There's some parked on the side, some parked in like the warehouse area as well. You can definitely try and get it and try and hotwire one or two.
What's the role for that?
I am going to say it is a Veils.
Well, rest in pieces.
Kind of gotta lock pick into it and then hotwire it from there.
Well,
So, Veils
back
is
then I hope you have veils.
all of our -1s.
Well, you can still roll for it. You just gotta get above a certain amount.
Well, I'll roll it then. Why not?
Okay, good luck. Come on, Mr. Mechanic.
Oof. Okay.
Oof.
So that is also a fail, of course. That is okay though. Roll a d3.
3.
Okay, you are at 3 peril. As you guys rush over to a nearby car, that Lackless, you start to get into it and try and jury rig it to start running. It takes a little bit and a little bit of elbow grease, but it does begin to roar to life. It definitely, you can hear it. It definitely doesn't really sound like a car is one of the, like, a motor carriage is supposed to kind of sound like, but it's definitely working. And you guys can pile on into it if you want.
Doesn't sound like what a motor car should sound like.
It's not like dying or anything like that, but it's just like it sputters every now and then.
Okay. Yeah.
So you guys can kind of pile into that, and you want to tear down this road?
We'll pile into that.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure. Who's driving?
What's the roll to drive?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on how you want to drive. Or what you want to try
you know
to
what?
do.
How about the navigator?
Yeah, I'll drive. I'd like just to treat this like a ship and guide it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it. Let's see. So you've got, like, heavy traffic going back and forth, careening and obstacles around. You're just trying to, like, guide it through it, essentially?
Yep.
Path of least resistance.
Path of least resistance. Let's see. I'm gonna say that will be... I'm gonna say that's gonna be a mirrors, because you gotta kind of, like, see the path of least resistance to take, right? Try to be smart about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Wow.
I'm in danger.
Alright. Would you like to use your tenacity at all?
Yeah.
Alright, you can use your tenacity to lower your danger. You had 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you would need to lower it to at least 1.
Well, I'd be fucked right away, because then I rolled a 1.
Well, no, see, you take your result into account, too. So it can't equal your peril. Your peril's at 2, your result is 2. So if you move your peril down to 1, then you would have beaten your peril at least. You'll still be a fail, but you've beaten your peril.
So you're not in danger.
I'll use 1 tenacity. Let me just already tack that off.
Okay. Then spend the tenacity. Would you like to describe how your willpower, your tenacity has pulled you out of the claws of danger?
It's instinct mostly that I'm moving, and I'm quite used to guiding something much larger. So when someone comes careening out from a side street, brandishing weapons, I jerk over just in time for them to not ram right into us.
All right, sounds good.
Nice.
With that, then, please roll for me another d3.
What?
Nice.
All right, your peril's back at 2.
Uh-huh.
As you kind of duck the car off to the side before someone careens into you. It unfortunately kind of sits you on a different kind of side street path. You're kind of clear of most of the like the hustle and bustle of the cargo cars going So you're off that busy street, but now you're kind of not headed towards the docks per se, as you're now kind of going through a very kind of crowded, kind of like a market street. So there's like a lot of stalls and stuff.
I see.
Okay,
That
okay.
you can see up ahead. Does anyone like to do anything? As you have these, the blockades of shop goers and stalls.
Can we honk that horn real hard and try and tell people we're coming through?
Yes, you can if you'd want.
Yeah, I want to do that.
If that doesn't work, I have an idea.
Yeah.
What's your idea?
I'll only do it if this doesn't work.
All right. Well, it's gonna definitely be a hearts roll for that honk and honka.
Alrighty. Wow. Okay, so
Okay.
how much peril? Let's see.
Well, thankfully it's not dangerous. It's just a dangerous situation. So it's gonna be a D3.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Just
You are at 2 peril.
Gotcha.
So you honkety honk, trying to get people out of the way. There are some people, of course, that hear it and like go to start diving out of the way. But there are some people that you guys can see that were either too absorbed in what they were doing, or have like entered into like a state of like fright and like have frozen essentially, like deers in the headlights.
Okay.
And so you know it's like it's not going to be easy. You can still, of course, keep going down this road, but it's just like no one's going to be able to get out of your way properly. There's some people that aren't going to be able to get out of your way properly in time. It's up to you if you still want to go careening through them, or if you want to try something else.
Red?
Oh no, I was just gonna scream.
Sure.
Sure,
Scream.
I mean, go! Go!
Roll hearts.
Oh my god!
Stream fire.
Scream! Nice!
Nice.
All right. So the honking's loud. The honking helps a bit. But what really gets people moving is what's louder than the honking. As Lackless lets out a scream. Is it like a scream of fear? What kind of scream is it?
No, you don't understand. Is that instead?
So it lets out the most undignified noise you could possibly make.
I love him!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
And perhaps it is because of the nobility of Lackless's blood, but the people of this market area can hear a fellow noble's plight, and for some reason that reminds them that, oh yeah, in order to get out of a car's way, you need to move to do so.
You will die otherwise.
You will die. So, some people move out of the way. You start ramming through the stalls. Those weren't able to get cleared up in time, which kind of slows you down. And but eventually you're able to get through it without any human casualties at the very least.
Yep.
The car sputters a bit more. The lights at the front of it have definitely broken and died. And it's starting to like kind of chug. So like you can feel like every so often and the car like sputters a bit more forward and slows down a bit more than it should before retaining its speed again. You don't know how long this it's gonna last. Much longer, but you're able to get to the end of this road and turn onto a much kind of like a main road. As you guys can hear sirens kind of creep up and flood through the streets, and they are definitely after you. As a patrol car comes in from a side street off of the street you guys are on, and starts to kind of like not first. They don't like T-bone you, but they're definitely trying to ram into you.
Okay. Let's avoid that, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys like to do? You want to dodge it? You want to You want to try and
Yeah.
attack? What do you want to try and do? What do you want to try and do?
Do I have a gun on me? As the gunner?
You could, if you want.
I would love to. Could I try and shoot out their wheels?
Yeah, definitely. Roll an iron.
Hell yeah! Oh no. Fucking hell.
Oh my god,
Okay,
Con.
alright, that's okay. Thankfully.
It's above your peril.
It is
Yeah,
above my
thankfully
barrel.
It is above your peril. So, roll another D3 of peril.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just
it is
the
still a
one.
fail, unfortunately.
Just the
So
one.
your peril's now 3,
Yep.
right?
Got it.
So you're trying to shoot out the tires on the
The car coming for us.
of the squad car that's coming for you,
Mhm.
or that's trying to get to you. And you do fire off a few shots. It doesn't hit the tire. You kind of see the sparks go off as it hits like the rim, or like the front of the vehicle, kind of like the side, like the wheel archway.
Mm-hmm.
But so you don't get the tire, but it does kind of like, it doesn't back off, but it kind of tries to make some distance from you guys a little bit. Because of course, no one in that car wants to get shot. Of course.
Of course.
As instead they kind of one of the officers in like the passenger seat kind of get the same idea as you and kind of rolls down the window and holds a gun out to start to try and fire at you.
I've made a mistake.
I'm still gonna drive.
Okay. You want to just try and speed up and keep going, or?
Yeah. People
Alright.
are out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to try to distract the officer.
Good
How
plan.
would you like to try and distract the officer?
I want to yell mean things at him.
Can I assist with this roll?
I don't think so.
God damn it.
Mother and father are disappointed with you with the job that you've taken.
You look like a soggy dish towel!
Oh my god. What the hell would this be? Hold on.
It's a hearts roll, are you kidding?
It's definitely not charming what he's doing.
It's all in the heart. It's all in the heart.
You are very inadequately dressed today.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a iron.
Oh no!
Because these are impressive. Okay. Alright then. You haven't gained any peril yet, right?
No, I have.
You have? What's your peril at right now?
3.
3? Okay. So, would you like to use tenacity to lower your peril? You'd have to lower it down to nothing. Either
Yeah.
that, or you can take the danger, and then you can have one of your pals try and assist you.
I'll take the danger. And so do I up my peril by again?
No, you don't need to up your peril. I don't think just yet. You'll add up your peril, after, I believe. Let me just double check real quick. Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So roll a d3 to see how much your peril increases by. 1. Okay, so it's 4 now. Peril's at 4.
God.
And you are currently in danger. So you're hurling insults at this officer. Terribly mean things. You're raking through your mind for every mean thing that you've learned as an aristocrat of this great empire, and you are just letting it fly, letting it fly like bullets at this officer. In return, though, the officer, hearing all this, gets very hurt by such words and decides to let literal bullets fly at you.
This is
so
fine. This was the plan.
So he turns his attention to you and he starts letting off as many bullets as he can. Some screech by you, some hit into like the top hood of like the car. But everyone knows that they're aiming at the Lackless there. And if nothing's done, the officer seems to be like a pretty good shot. So he's probably not going to miss more than a few times, unless someone does something.
Flee, ML, flee!
Alright,
Whilst I still have his attention. Whilst I still have his eye.
I'm gonna try and shoot back again.
Alright, roll to shoot.
Hey, let me show you how it's done. Hey, you milk-sucking piglet! I bet your mum's tits taste real good. Why don't you tell her I say hi? I rolled a 1.
Jesus Christ.
No.
You didn't roll properly at all.
You have a space con.
You have a space there, Con.
Oh, thank fucking Christ! Ah!
Just all of that rolls a 1.
5.
Also, I just want you guys to know that if we were rolling d20s, this campaign would be over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to use your tenacity to like push that up, Con?
Yeah, I do after I yelled all that.
So you're shooting at him, right? Okay, got it. So you spend a tenacity to move it up by 1 to make that a success?
Yeah.
Alright, go for it.
Done.
Spend the tenacity, it'll be a 6, that'll be enough. So you shoot, you yell at inside of him and you shoot him and it seems to catch him. It's not an impressive success, but it is a success. So you do hit him in the shoulder and the gun kind of falls out of his hand into the street as the cop car starts to like try and take more of an evasive action against the fire that you're shooting at it. And good old Lackless is no longer in danger.
Yay!
It's that cough in the background.
That's my mother.
It fit too well with our situation currently.
That cough is our captain. Slightly.
Having a panic attack.
Full out panic attack.
Pats his head. Calm down. Take deep breaths in and out. It's gonna be okay.
With that, you guys can keep driving. You'll eventually be able to get back onto, turn onto a road that's heading back towards the dock area, towards your vessel, your craft. And it's as you guys are like getting there, you can see more and more squad cars starting to show up. They're not close enough to do anything to your vehicle, but they know that they're chasing after you. Particularly, there's more than a few coming down the one road that you guys were on before. The one that had the warehouse is a lot kind of coming down from that way. And I will say that is definitely all of this and how this is all planned and everything. You guys will, at least one of you, I'm sure, will be able to get that. It definitely seems like this was law enforcement that was setting up this kind of like a sting sort of thing.
Oh,
Okay, so we're being chased by the actual cops.
You're being chased by the forces of her her renewed majesty.
Look at them go. So organized.
Are you jealous?
I'm just proud.
Can you be proud another time, maybe?
If I could give Manny damage.
Don't you dare.
With that, you guys are like at least a block away from the docker. You can see it in sight as the car that you've got is sputtering more and more and slowing down more and more.
okay. So, is there anywhere? Can I find a place for us to like try to like pull in, hide for a bit?
You can try. It'd be avails.
Oh no!
You can still roll. We've had enough fails.
Other that, you can do that. You can try and maybe fix whatever was wrong with your car. You could try and force it just a little bit more. Give it all the gas you can give it.
You know what? Can I try and fix this? What would that be?
That would be a mirrors to try and
Another
discern the
mirror.
problem and fix it.
Okay. Well, can I convince this car to
You
push out a bit
can't
more
convince.
for us?
You can't convince the car.
Listen, listen.
You can't convince the car, but I will allow a hearts if you're trying to have it endure the damage that it's taken so far.
The car, she's got a soul in her. She's got the
You
heart
gotta-
of a beast.
You're feeling out the car. You're trying to giving a little bit more. Come on, just a little bit more. You're trying to let it endure the damage that it's taken to try and
You can
eke
do
out a
it.
little bit more.
I will love the car into loving it still.
Oh my god.
Roll your hearts then.
Hey.
It's so strange every time you do this.
Yeah, you pat it, you give it some encouraging words, you fiddle with the pedal a little bit more, and it ekes out just a little bit more, and just enough for it to get to the docks and not slow down that the law enforcement is caught up with you guys. And when it kind of screeches to a halt, eventually crumbling in on itself a little bit as it gets right outside, just at the end of the dock, just at the starting area of the rail dock.
Thank you. Thank you. What a good girl. Okay, let's run.
Mm-hmm. You guys can start to unload the cargo from the trunk,
And the captain from the back seat.
and you guys got a bit of a dash heading towards to the end of the railway where your engine is.
Here, put the captain on the trolley. Let's go, go, go!
Law enforcement is kind of not hot on your heels, but they're definitely within range to start taking pot shots at you. So there is gunfire going over your shoulders and hitting into the wooden ground beneath you.
Okay. Rather than the carrying of the captain this whole way, can I attempt to convince him to run on his own two legs? Come on, Captain, come on!
Yeah, you can try. Roll a hearts.
Hey.
Eh? 7?
That is a success. Your captain will kind of shake himself out of his tizzy and see that the engine is at the end of the railway and be like, wait, we gotta go! Ah! Get up and start sprinting towards the engine, forgetting the cargo entirely, just going for the engine.
Oh, now he comes back to life. Alright.
It's definitely make the cargo a lot lighter. It's definitely heavy, but it's definitely lighter than if your captain was on it.
Can we all help to carry it up? Is it big enough for all of us, or does it?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I will say, whoever wants to carry, roll an irons.
Okay, that'll be, yeah.
Whoever wants to just run for the ship, roll the hearts.
Iron. 7.
Are you both carrying it? Oh shit! Okay, well, I'm just gonna run.
Right, roll hearts.
This is my run.
Oh, that's your run? Okay.
All right. Well, Parrot, I'll help you. A gentleman always helps a lady with the heavy lifting.
Oh, what a gentleman. Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
before a lady, I can do anything.
Oh, be still,
With
my
that-
beating heart. Now run!
With that, you guys, you lift it up. You guys start jogging. Amal, you're sprinting. You're able to get to the engine before any of them do. Of course, the captain, of course, is already kind of run up to where to get the crew and be like, "Oh, start the engine, start it. We gotta go."
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run to my post and prepare for us to get the fuck out of this traffic.
And the others you can see as you're carrying this heavy ass crate, that the engines of the railway, your engine start to spool up. The thrusters at the end, doing some test fiery launches before finally revving up to a proper kind of speed as it slowly begins to make an exit off of the rails.
Okay.
Y'all can roll for me an endurance, a hearts.
Alrighty. Ten.
Oh!
Both very good successes. You're able to keep up your sprint with this heavy-ass object as bullets rain down from behind you, and grip just in time to get onto the oh god, what do you guys name the shuriken? I was going to call it the Corona, and I'm like, no, it's not the Corona.
The Corolla. The Corolla.
The Corolla. There we go. Not the Corona. As you guys are able to get onto the Corolla. With that, Navigator, how would you like to try and take this this lovely ship out of here? Like to just tear it? No, well, actually, sorry. I should wait on that a bit because it's easy enough for you to get it out of the dock. What's gonna be hard though is as you're taking it out, you can see on the sides of the high wilderness of the heavens around you, in the inner workings of London, the large spire-like buildings and factories built one on top of the other, and the smog that fills the air. You can see from one of the archways, one of the an engine of the Admiralty, an engine of the Navy, Her Renewed Majesty's Navy, pop from the smog to start to try and give chase. What would you like to try and do?
Can I go down to the engines and boost us up?
Ooh, yes, good idea.
Can I God, it'll probably be a Veils, but I was thinking like starting to head one way and then make a very sharp U-turn.
Yeah, you can try and do that. That's definitely going to be a Veils, though, to misdirect. It's like a misdirect action sort of thing, right?
Could I try and distract them by shooting big guns now that we're in the engine?
Oh, you're on your ship now? You guys can all do what you need to do.
Okay.
So, Engineer, if you want, you can definitely go and try to boost the engines. I'm going to say that is going to be Since you're just trying to boost the engine, I'm going to say that's going to be an irons roll for that. Now, since you are doing your profession's job,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, and we'll just double check real quick, but I'm quite sure that you roll, now that you're in like your element, you're like what you're supposed to be doing for your profession, you roll 2 d10s instead of just 1.
Oh, do I roll it twice or do I just roll 2d10s?
You roll 2 d10s. Just give me 1 sec.
Hell yeah. A lot harder to fail that.
A lot harder to fail that, yeah.
Yeah, just give me 1 second here. I just want to double check that that's how you were supposed to do it. Yeah, if the character's profession relates to the action in question, they roll an additional 10-sided dice and choose the one that rolls the highest.
Nice!
Oh, I would like to take that 10, please.
Alright, so you've rolled a 13 then on that one, right? Or sorry, that would be an 11, sorry.
Yes, 11.
So that is definitely a success. Navigator, you're trying to do your U-turn? Your quick U-turn distraction?
Yeah, you know what? I'll try it.
Go for it, roll your veils.
May I get the profession bonus?
Yep.
Okay.
You're the Navigator after all. And Gunner, you want to try and do some distracting pot shots, right?
Oh
no!
Roll to gun.
I'm rolling to gun.
Amal.
8,
a
so
fail.
10. I got a 10.
Alright, that's a fail. What's your peril at again?
My peril, I think, was at 2, so I got a 2.
Okay, so
Wait. Wait.
No.
Yeah, I got a 2.
that's a 2?
I took
Okay.
a 3.
If you take a 3, that's a 2. Okay, so roll peril again. And you will be in danger. So I'll give you your danger situation. Just give me just 1 second here. At my door, so we'll take a quick tiny break.
Okay. Only 1 peril. That's fantastic. Love that.
Eating up words.
Yeah! This is a fun system, though. It works really well.
Yeah, look at us going.
I do enjoy that fails or still mean something.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. It's working well. Also, the combat, well, not combat, but the tense situation is going fast. I'm
Yeah,
enjoying it.
it's very fast moving. I like it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm back. Just before I go and do something real quick, I'll literally like 1 or 2 minutes, and I'll be back.
Yeah, no
but
worries.
I didn't ask because I'm a terrible GM. Did you want to, Wrath? Did you want to use your tenacity to lower your
I
Your
think
peril?
I'll keep my tenacity.
Okay, got it. So, and that's 1. So add your peril up. So that's you have 3 peril now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
Okay.
currently in danger. I'll give you guys your danger situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll run off to do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, Gunner, you're taking pot shots at the Navy vessel that is or locomotive that is coming to try and waylay your escape.
Mm-hmm.
And engineer, you're piling on. You're trying to rig up the engine to try and give it just a little bit more power, so give it a little bit more speed. Instead of having to probably warm up, you're trying to fast track that process, so you're already kind of able to go to full speed right out the gate, or at least as much speed as your workers can put into the engine fire. And it's all of that combined that Amal, as you're trying to kind of do your U-turn there, you can you kind of start down one direction and you go to twist it to go make that U-turn, and that's when the power and everything kind of kicks in, and you're able to do the U-turn, but it's a little bit wider than you had first hoped, and it takes your engine. You're kind of out of the laneway of the spiring buildings, and you've kind of careened into a glass, almost like a glass hallway off the edge of one of them. So you're pretty much crashing off the side and into the side of a building through one of the hallways, and it's kind of ripping off paint and brickwork and stuff is crumbling over the engine and going every which way.
Oh, God.
But worst of all, of course, is that your navigator's position, along with some other areas, of course, but particularly for you, the reason why you're in danger is because it's just stained, tempered glass that is obstructing this cacophony of brickwork and tile and glass that is constantly hitting up and trying to crunch through and break through into that area. So if this keeps up like this, you guys, it's gonna of course come crashing in and bury you and or just kill you on the spot. So with that, it is up to you, Red, and Yukon to figure out a way to kind of push yourselves or get yourself or free the engine a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the situation I give to you. I'll be right back.
Okay, be free.
Farewell.
Alright, do you think the engineering would be good for... Well, we can both try and help, right?
Yes.
I might just try and physically do it.
If we're corralling out of place, maybe I could pull a thruster that'll put us back into balance.
Yes.
And I'll try and get the debris off the engine and away from my dude. From Wrath, yeah. God.
Your cuz.
My cuz, my girly. Fuck. We've been in peril so much already. The dice are just not enough on our side today.
Yeah. But hey,
Blame it on our captain for saying, yeah, this is gonna be a simple job. No problems.
Oh, totally simple.
well, he jinxed us.
He
So,
did.
we know who to blame. The captain.
I forget, can I lend you tenacity? No, I can't.
No. Also, Yellow Chowder, ugliest car ever.
Oh god, okay. Noom. Tesla Cybertruck. Oh, Wrath, you have no idea. You know my rich-ass friends who I I was the maid of honor?
Yeah.
They have
No.
one. Yeah, they pre-ordered
No.
one. They have it. It's theirs.
No.
They're driving it. They're going to be driving it around the streets of my tiny ass little town because there's nowhere else to drive it. They're stuck here.
Oh my god.
Well, at least they're not going abroad and just partying elsewhere, forgetting the pandemic exists.
Well, they can take it over to their Balinese hotel chain, or they can go over to the one they have in France, or the one they have in Singapore, and they can spend it and they can drive it to their dinner with the President Macron, and it's gonna be terrible. They're gonna show up in this, and everybody's gonna look at them like, what douche nuzzles?
Yeah. I am enjoying the system, though. It's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. Plus the setting is just hilarious. Not hilarious. I keep on saying that. The setting is just amazing. I really enjoy it.
Very much so. Chance is kind of a blast when he comes back.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, what did you do without me? Well, Chance, you see. Things happened.
We acquired the package, that's what.
We acquired the package and some notoriety. But it's fine.
Wonder what we're carrying times 2.
Inconspicuous. Yeah, times 2. Really tempted to just take a peek, but that would go against my professional ethics.
Oh god, okay. I regret that. Goodbye.
What happened? What'd you look at?
CG chat.
Don't do that. Why did you go? I know you're tempted when it comes up, but just don't save yourself the trouble.
I was curious because what Riri said, and I tabbed in. Yeah, I'll put this in here so you can be read. Look at how they're fucking typing still!
Gotta get Eddie. Oh my god, it's the same person. Oh no. Like, we know it's on purpose too, because I've seen them type like a human being before. This isn't mobility or anything. Oh god, why aren't the mods stopping this?
I mean, I guess it's not a rule for you to
No,
get...
there is! I was a mod on this server. I left because of shit like this. Thank you for that particular kind of pain.
When students end for 2 all.
I don't know what you were even saying. Were you trying to imitate the way they typed? You succeeded.
Yes, exactly.
Everyone, I'm back. I'm sorry everyone's...
Welcome back. No, not paying
Welcome
from
back.
anything you've done. Don't worry. Please, free us from our sins.
Alright, well... You guys know the situation?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How'd you guys like to fix it?
If we're corralling, can I pull on a thruster that might put us back on balance?
Yeah, you definitely could.
And I'd like to go down and, if I see that, physically move anything that's trying to get onto Amal.
I'd like to take the 5, so make that a 6.
You might not be able to physically move.
Alright, then if it's on the outside, could I...
No, but like in a similar vein, like I'm assuming you want to use like iron, right, to your strength, right?
Basically, I could try shooting it off.
You could either do that, or you could like literally go up to where the navigator is and like pull Amal down
to the floor at like the right time, essentially, so when stuff does crash through, it doesn't hit a ball.
Yeah, that works. Let me try that. Yay! 11.
Okay, so King of 5, that's 6. So with that then, some debris and such keeps like as you guys are like still careening through the side of this building. You're able to Lackless, you're able to pull on one of the usually it's all those controls are up at the navigator's area, right? But since you're at engineering, you have the engines here, so you're able to kind of divert some of the you're able to divert some of the steam, some of the coal burning to kind of force it to go through that side one of the side thrusters, and it kind of lurches the ship out of the side of this building. With that, of course, though, right, there's still some debris and stuff that you gotta kind of careen through, and there's a steel beam that kind of like holds up one of the arches between some of the spire-like buildings that you're kind of headed towards. And Para, you're able to like run up and over to where Amal is just as the beam starts careening through the front glass and dive onto them so they hit the ground. And the beam careens over the both of you before ramming into like the end of like the window arch for your engine.
Ooh.
It doesn't get trapped there. Your engine has enough propulsion to it, enough thrust, that it just snaps off.
Ooh.
And now you just have like this very ornate looking steel beam kind of just falls at the back end of the navigation room. It's been snapped in two.
Para looks up at that like all really shaky and stuff. Is like, well,
Yeah, that would have been death for anyone that was behind that.
We got an extra decoration.
You hear Lachlan through the pipes and says, "Are we safe yet?"
No, not just yet. I am, thank you.
So with that, Amal, you are now no longer in danger.
Okay. Does my peril drop, or?
Your peril does not drop. It stays the same unless you use
Okay.
tenacity to drop it or you get out of the situation.
Okay. Well then, can I get back to getting the ship along?
Oh, definitely. So now you're free of this building. You've done your U-turn. The Navy ship is you're like just ahead of it. It is quickly trying to spin so that it can at least like get off a few shots or something, and or at least start to give chase to you again. But currently, it is like you guys are like perpendicular to each other. So if you'd like to speed off, like you would make it, but it is still trying to turn towards you to get a shot off.
I'd like to speed off. Hopefully.
All right. Roll irons. Does anyone else like to do anything?
Are the engines ready for full power?
No, you can try. You can try to push them into full power. I'm gonna say that's that's another irons roll. So the gunner like to do anything.
Yeah. The gunner would like to bang, 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 but like kill shots this time.
Yeah, sure. Roll.
Alright.
That's another iron.
Alrighty.
That'll be 7 for me.
That'll be a yep. That'll be a.
Well, it'd be a crit fail if this was Red Market.
And thank God it's not. That's an 11 for me.
All right. So as Amal, you push the ship to go full power past this Navy ship. Par, you start taking pot shots or kill shots, at least trying to, at this naval ship, and it's definitely going to be a bit hard with like the guns that you guys have. You're a smuggling ship, whereas like this is a ship built for war. but you know where to aim for.
Mm.
You aim for some of the outer thrusters. You aim for where you see like where you see windows. You aim for where you think like the navigation room is. And while some of the shots bounce off or they careen with not much effect, one of the shots that you fire goes in through the side. It makes the tiniest of holes. But then you can see on the other end of the ship on the other side, as a roar of fire and coal bursts out and decided into the high wilderness.
Oh, good. Okay.
It is not enough. You see like people going to like fight the fires on the deck and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know that it's not enough like to break the ship in half and send it careening down towards the unknown fathoms of the heavens.
Mm.
But it has stopped its turn and it's like starting to list downward a little bit.
Good.
As Lactose, you're able to get as much coal. You get the stokers to put in as much coal as they can. As you get the engine into high gear, and the engine's full. As everyone lurches back a little bit as you guys are careening, trying to get out of London now.
Nice.
With that, everyone who has a peril above 2, you guys can lower your peril down to 2.
Nice.
Nice.
As your direct threat is dealt with, but you are still in London, you still need to find your way through the spires and the smog to get out of the city.
Okay.
What would you guys like to try and do? You know the way out of London? Or at least you know the main route out of London.
Mm-hmm.
That'll take you towards the relay station that you guys need to get to in order to jump back to the Reach.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to call up a friend, if that's possible, like send a messenger back to a friend, like see if they can like help us get out or guide us out. Any route.
You can definitely try. It may take a little bit of time because, of course, the messenger bat needs to get there and get the message and give it and then come back. So it might take a little bit of time, but you could do it. You'd have to roll a, I'd say a hearts for that.
Job bonus? Yes, no. Yes, no.
Say it again.
A job bonus? Yes or no?
As the navigator, no. This would be the job for the signaler.
Ah.
Chance,
Who
come
is
on.
currently asleep or going through a mad raving or something.
Just out of commission.
Okay.
I sleep through a lot.
So you send out the messenger bat. It goes out. It's definitely gonna take some time. What would you like to do in the meantime?
Do we have a
Like,
map of
are you guys trying to
previous...
hide? Are you
previous-
guys trying to hide in the fog? Are you trying to keep going? That sort of thing.
Well, I want to know if we have a map of previous smuggling routes we've taken to get in and to and out of London.
Yeah, sure. Take a roll mirrors.
Mirrors? But well, that's just fine. That's fine. 8.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have you've done a couple jobs here and there, or at least you've talked to a few people.
Mm-hmm.
You have a few paths available to you. Some are like lower down towards kind of lower in London. Some go a bit more up. There's a few that kind of take you out around the same way that you need to go to get like the quickest route to your destination.
Okay.
That you can take. There are 3 of note. You don't know, of course, the current status of them, if they're in use by other people, or if they are, if like there are like guards or anything outside of them or anything like that. But there are 3. There are 3 of note. That you know will be big enough to not only just handle your ship, but also if like you get into trouble, you can maneuver out of it. Right.
Okay. Okay.
Give me just 1 second. Okay, your first path is called the Jolly Cut, as some smugglers have taken to calling it. It takes you kind of through some of the more entertainment sections of the lower London. It's crowded enough that it'll give you like cover if people are like looking for you.
Okay.
Which might hurt your maneuverability.
But it could hide us in the crowd.
But it could hide you in the crowd a little bit, and you know that it goes right out to the exit leading towards the relay station you need to get to. So it exits at the right place and has some other things going for it.
Okay.
Your second exit, it's in the opposite direction of where you kind of need to go. But it's a very, like, it's not a well-known path, and it's not something, that, like, it's not a path that many people take, because no one really needs to go there. It takes you into the more, not unknown parts of Albion, but the more, a little bit of the more dangerous parts of Albion, so only people with, like, official business or anything really goes down, even in that general direction, for the most part, or, like, cargo liners.
Really not great, huh?
It's just that, like, there's nothing really for anyone out there.
Okay.
Right? Unless you are going to a certain port, or a certain port that's out in that direction. No one, like, freely goes in that direction.
Okay.
So it's going to be more of a private way out of the city. The other way out that you would have noted down is a path that leads you to... Let me just quickly... Because this is a named part of Sunless Skies, so I need to actually make sure I can pronounce it properly, because I know exactly what I'm thinking of, but I don't know what I'm talking about, you know?
Yep.
Let's see. Very sorry for the slowdown, everyone.
No, it's okay. We're making choices. It's all good.
Actually, John, do you know how much longer we're going to be?
Literally, once you guys get out of London, that's what we'll end.
Okay. So, like...
So, like, 1 or 2 more, 3 more rolls, probably, if anything.
Nice.
It's okay.
Ooh. This'll take you towards... I don't have the name for it. God damn it. Maybe there isn't for it. Either way. This will take you out to where many people in London have started to, quote-unquote, bury their dead. If you don't get... There's not a lot of... London's a very tight-packed place. Unless you're rich, there's not a lot of plots of land for you to bury a loved one if they were to die. So what people do, of the lower classes mostly, they get their dead, they get them all dressed up or whatever, they put them in their casket, and then they fly it out, or they get someone to fly it out, into this burial field in the heavens, in the high wilderness.
Yeah.
And they drop them, essentially. And so there's this huge field of dead and I don't even remember the name. Coffins. Sorry, a huge field of coffins.
Okay.
Where only people that are looking to bury people kind of go out there or pay their respects go out there. And the reason why it's one of the main smuggling routes that you guys are taking is because if you guys get caught or someone like you think someone's going to come for the contraband, it's easy enough to dress up whatever you're carrying in a coffin and send it out amongst the legions of other coffins.
Yeah, it'd be hard to track that down.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then it's just a simple case of like cracking them open or finding whatever sign you put on yours or whatever to pick it back up when you're safer.
Okay.
So those are your 3 main routes that you have on map, right? This,
On
of course,
map,
is
yeah.
still before the bat has come back. You guys are still kind of like drifting through London. There are still sirens can be heard and stuff like that.
Red, would you
Red.
mind, like, killing the engines so, like, we're just, like, drifting a bit, so hopefully we won't draw too much attention?
Yeah, I can do that. Do I need to roll for that, or can I just kill you?
I'm since like you guys are technically still kind of in the action and stuff. I'm gonna say it's gonna require a roll, not because it's a hard task, but because you're just trying to like do it quickly. You gotta get the engines to cut out for most of the lights and most of the and the actual thrust and stuff. So I'd say that would be avails.
Our inconspicuous trait come into play here?
Yes, it will.
Yeah!
I'll give you a +1 on this then for inconspicuous.
It balances out my -1.
Nice.
I'll take that 7.
All right. With that, your engine's cut down quick. The lights of your engine disappearing into the smoke. As you can see, the lights of other ships and vessels, probably Navy vessels, trying to find where you've gone, but not being able to tell, and just kind of roving around and searching.
Nice.
Nice.
With that, you are safe enough that the bat will come back after an hour, about. With a message, essentially. From one of some other smuggling friends that you've had made, Para. Well, sorry, Amal. Essentially, is they'll make noise somewhere else and dress up some other ship to kind of look like yours. At a different part of town, away from most of the smuggling routes that you guys have. In order to kind of try and draw them over to that location. Give it an hour, and then make your leave.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
That's great.
Let's do that then. I'm fine with that plan.
So you can wait an hour. You see less and less Navy ships after a bit, and then you have your 4 routes you can technically take. You can take one of the smuggling routes. You can take the main route out of London. It's up to you guys.
I don't think taking the main route would be a good idea. It seems like that'd be watched.
Yeah.
I'm done with the quiet one. To the grave area. That seems pretty safe.
Alright. Yeah,
And we don't want to go. The Jolly Cut also sounds good, but my friends have just we've already been spotted in one part of town. So.
So let's not waste their help, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So with that, you guys can make your way through the smog-filled London, down towards one of the smuggling routes that goes towards the burial fields.
Okay.
With that, I just need your navigator to roll me a Veils. You'll be able to get that bonus from Inconspicuous.
Well, that cancels out, thankfully. GD Tub?
Good thing we got the inconspicuous, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay!
Nice.
Nice. Well, with that, you silently make your exit out of London, eventually freeing yourselves from the smog-filled factories, seeing the city behind you lit up majestically, of course, or as much as you can see through the smog. And let's get rid of this combat music
No.
because we don't need it anymore.
No, we're free now.
Not today.
Not today, Satan.
Say Satan. As you peer off into the heavens, safe. You guys can drop your peril down to 0,
Yay!
and this is where we'll end.
Nice.
Yay! That was fun.
Yeah, that was great.
I enjoy the
Mhm.
system. It's nice.
I'm glad you all enjoy that. When we do officially start, then I'll have the chance to download the prologue, and you guys will be needing to make your way through this burial zone to the relay station.
Fantastic. We could do that. So, goal is the relay station then.
Yep, so that you can get to the Reach. And then from the Reach's relay station, you gotta get all the way to New Winchester.
Right. And then
Gotcha.
to New Winchester from there. Nice.